What is going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Piledriver. It's been a while, baby.
It has been a while. I was a little out of it last week. I'm still a little out of it, man. They switched me back to third shift. They got, the new apartment I moved into. I've been running. So I apologize.
It's all good, man.
But we're here. Good.
Yeah, we're here. Not a lot to talk about this week in wrestling. We just got some major announcements. We can say major announcements.
Yeah, there's nothing been major
going on. OCW Redemption was last night. It's Saturday night. Crap, it's Monday night here. You'll be hearing us on Wednesday. But this past weekend, OCW Redemption went down. Fortunately, neither of us were able to make it.
Shout out to Yo Paulie for running the ringside camera in my absence.
Voice of OCW doing his thing. He gave you huge props, actually. He appreciates what you do, and rightfully so. I've done that job.
Yeah.
And you do it way
running ringside cameras, no joke. Like, it's not easy. It's not just like, hey, I'm gonna film this match.
Right. Let's just get right into it, man. WWE announcements. They announced that Survivor Series War Games is coming. And it's not the
same. It doesn't hit the same when William Regal doesn't say it.
It's gonna be a men and women's. We can get Wade Barrett to do it, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he could do it.
He could do it. I think if anyone should do it, it'd probably be him. But ain't nothing gonna beat Regal.
But we have nothing. We don't know how it's going to go. Triple H did say that it's going to be It's not going to be SmackDown versus Raw,
which is good.
So it's going to be more storyline driven. So
I can already have a feeling that Damage Control is going to be involved in the women's.
Yeah, look, look. I can guarantee you, if it's going to be storyline driven, James is going to involve the Bloodline.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be a good one.
You got the Usos. That's 2. Roman, Solo, and Sammy. That's 5. That's a traditional Survivor Series team.
Yeah.
And then for the women, you got Damage Control. Who are they? They're just gonna, I don't know, Bianca, Asuka. They're gonna throw them all together to face.
Alexa. Yeah, they're all gonna be involved at some point like that. Trying to think who would go against the Bloodline.
Yeah, who faces the Bloodline?
That's a good question.
Exactly. Like, who faces the Bloodline?
I'm sure Drew.
What does he has to put together a team?
Or you get, oh man.
Exactly. Like, it's so
Judgment Day? And then 2 others?
Did you see Finn in the purple thing, though? In the purple bandana? My favorite thing was the Kevin Owens. I went to send it to you today. Kevin Owens and Johnny Gargano on Raw talking. He was like, it's like a Prison Mike thing.
It's Prison Mike vibes. I loved it. That shirt, though, that Judgment Day shirt goes hard, and I want
it. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about Judgment Day yet. It's Rhea's sexy. Dom is like her little bitch boy, I guess. So I don't know how I feel about that.
Hard. Dom is simping hard.
Simping.
I still don't know how I feel about that. I can't even take him serious as a heel.
I don't know. He looks funny. He's got his little schmohawk going, like it's schlicked back. Yeah.
It's kind of like a mullet. It's weird.
Again, if you have to pick, it'd be Drew. Drew, maybe he, recruits Judgment Day because of the dangerous factor in them, you got to have something to take on the Bloodline. You can't just throw a bunch of good guys together.
Yeah. So I'm curious.
But this is a way for Roman to lose a match and not get pinned, though.
My cat almost wanted to pop in and say hello.
Huh?
So my cat just jumped up. She was trying to say hello.
No pussy for you while we're recording.
Go lay down. Yeah, well, it's interesting. They announced it today, so of course.
Yeah, we'll see. We got Raw tonight, so we'll see how that goes.
Which is kind of tough for them because they're going against 2 NFL games.
We do have something else that we didn't talk about before the show that I did want to bring up. Last week on NXT, all the colors disappeared.
Black and gold is back.
I would say it's black and white or gold and white now.
Yeah,
the logo was white, it was outlined in gold, and it was black background.
Yeah,
but It's still NXT 2.0. They didn't change the 2.0. They just took the colors away.
Are you sure? Because in that video they posted, it says loading.
Did the 2.0 dissolve at the end?
It was just NXT.
Okay. So just back to NXT.
Which I'm glad.
Does it go back to NXT though?
I don't think it can go back to what it was 3-4 years ago.
You have to at least come with some different
it's definitely,
fire.
I think it's going to be better than what 2.0 was. No disrespect to the roster and those people that are involved that helped do what it was. Carmelo Hayes did his thing.
The only person that 205, the color scheme benefited, in my opinion, was Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
Because that was
the
his
table for 3 announced with him and the Steiner brothers.
No, him and his uncle and his dad. That's cool. I'll watch that.
Yeah,
I'll give that a
watch.
watch.
I'm going to watch that. Yeah, Mandy Rose did her thing. Braun Breaker held it down. Carmelo Hayes did his thing. There's a few others that surprisingly held their own. For being not known at the time. Like,
because I mean, you had to fill
everything from NXT that we knew and started completely fresh.
Exactly. You had to fill the shoes.
The Creed brothers have been impressive.
Johnny Gargano, Kevin Owens, Tyler Breeze. Like, those are shoes you had to fill. So like the people you mentioned, Carmelo Hayes, Braun, they did a good job.
Undisputed era. Shoes. Don't forget the Undisputed era.
Oh, yeah, you can't forget Undisputed. I mean, look, you
can mention about Velveteen Dream, and this might be controversial.
I was going to say, yes, I wanted to talk about that. My man shot hard on EC3.
Yeah.
Shot hard.
Basically
said they were blowing yay in the bathroom together,
doing snooters in the back before it. And
he was like one person, two people. He was like, I won't name them. He didn't name them because he said one of them still works for WWE. And him and EC3 were going into the bathroom, and he had left his phone in the bathroom or something. And EC3 was concerned about Velveteen's sexuality because of the character he played on TV. Not even like.
So he heard this on a phone?
Yeah. Well, he thought the way I read it, or what I got out of it from Velveteen's Instagram drop or whatever, reel or whatever they call it these days, he left his phone in the bathroom. EC3 thought he was like taking pictures of EC3. Like he said, like
I heard that.
Yeah, like maybe Patrick had set his phone up to like take pictures while EC3 was peeing or something, like he was trying to snake some sneaky pictures. Velveteen was like, nah, dude, I pulled my phone out, showed it to you and another party, didn't delete anything, showed him the recently deleteds. Like,
I don't know, dude. But yeah, he put himself on blast. And then someone watch EC3, man. Control Your Narrative is basically done.
Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, who did they have? EC3 and Braun Strowman?
Cross was there too.
Oh, that's right. Well, those two are back in WWE now.
Yeah. And now he's getting accused of doing snooters in the bathroom when he's with NXT.
I mean, do you remember him from I think his name was Derek Bateman.
It was.
When he was in NXT. Yeah. Do you remember how jacked up he was, looking like he was short and just like
yeah.
Maybe he was just doing snooters all the time.
Maybe, bro. I don't know. He's from here too. He's from
he's a Cleveland boy.
Cleveland be represented in WWE. Wrestling in general. Yeah, so that's gonna be interesting how that plays out.
I do have something that is another local thing. We're talking about Cleveland boys. Coming up soon. I mean, we'll talk about it. We got a couple more weeks to talk about it. So this is just a little teaser. Mega, new show. Is anybody there? I forget what the name of it is. Answer the phone. Hold on. I'm looking at it right now. It's something about answering a phone. I'm really excited, though, because Gangrel's going to be there.
Yeah. Gangrel's going to be there. Someone else. I think Chase Owens.
Chase Owens is fighting.
The Bullet Club.
Yep.
I think that's it.
Who you going to call? That's what it's called.
I almost said that. I had a feeling it was with Ghostbusters.
Mega, who you going to call, will be live at Lorain County Community College Fieldhouse on Saturday, October 8th. Your boy right here will be sitting front row. I mean, I don't really have any matches yet. I know that Chase Owens is going to be there from the Bullet Club, like you said.
Yep.
Gangrel is going to be there. And the Mega Heavyweight Champion, Ashton Day, will be in competition.
Ashton Days have been having a good year so far.
Yeah, but as I'm looking, I don't have any announced matches yet for who you're going to. Oh, I take it back. Baby Lotion and Steampunk Misery will be going tag team match versus the Party Posse.
That's going to be good.
We have RJ Jonesy versus Skyler with Ken Vazon. Oh, that's right. Chase Owens from the Bullet Club will be trying to take away the Mega Heavyweight Championship from my boy Ashton Day.
Ooh.
Sorry. Normally I roll with the Bullet Club. On this one, I'm going to have to go with the Heartstringer.
Taking it from Trey Miguel, now I'm going to have to defend against Chase Owens.
Ashton Day's out here doing big things, buddy.
Shout out to you, boy.
And this one, I saw some. I guess it was Facebook beef. Tariq Kalam will be going 1-on-1 for the Infinity Championship versus Big Mo. Tyreek's 3-0 versus Big Mo.
It. And I love Big Mo. I
love Big Mo too, but Tyreek's nasty, dude. You got Bryson Tiller going 1-on-1 against TIM in his first match since losing his title. Him and Jacket lost that title. He's no longer the champ.
Yep. Who won it?
The Fighting Spirit champion.
Who won it?
Who did win it?
Who's holding the title now? Lemmy.
Who is it?
Is it Lemmy?
It is Lemmy, I think.
Yeah.
It is Lemmy because Lemmy will be defending it against Dontavio or Dontavio. I thought it was Lemmy, but I wasn't sure and I didn't want to drop it. But Gangrel, this is the match I'm most excited for. Gangrel will be teaming up with Sean Blaze and Mr. Crummels in a 6-person tag team match versus Sebastian LaShawn, Pastor CeeLo, and my boy Butchie B. I don't know who I want to root for this in this one because I want Butchie to win, but I mean, I'm coming to see Gangrel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see Gangrel. I was telling Zoe about it. Zoe will be in attendance with me, my daughter. To see Gangrel, like to see him over here at the booth, I'm going to shake his hand. I'm going to take a picture with the man. Like,
does he come out with the Brood music?
I don't know if he comes out with the Brood, but that would be sweet.
It would be raw. It would be so raw.
I don't know. That's a good question. But yeah, that right there, the Brood.
The only reason I ask because I don't know if he has rights to it because WWE just used it for Edge and New Day.
That's true.
So it's like,
I mean, but Gangrel coming out, dude, and when he took Edge and Christian under his wing and they made the Brood, and even the new Brood when he had the Hardys, like Gangrel was a badass, dude, spitting blood and shit. That was so cool.
As a great shape
as a 12-year-old kid, like come watch this guy with fangs come out. He's got a whole vampire character. It was awesome. He's
been having a very productive and positive career in the ring since he left WWE. He has a great school from what I've heard.
Yeah. Yeah. He was on David Arquette. You can't kill me now, or Hard to Kill. You can't kill David Arquette. That's what it was called. There was that movie. Did you watch that documentary?
Look at the sunburn on my forehead from the Browns game yesterday.
Let's not talk about that. You can talk about that on the next show. I don't even want to talk about that blasphemy.
If you're a local man, you want to hear the Browns. Listen, right after this, I'm recording Brown and Orange Weekly. So keep an eye out for that. Yeah, my forehead burnt as shit.
But
meanwhile,
the only plus side out of yesterday, all the other teams lost too. So we're just tied for first place. It's not like we're in the basement like the Bengals. They're 0-2. The whole AFC North lost yesterday.
Good.
Everybody's 1-1. That's okay. And we got Shitberg on Thursday.
I know. I'm taking Mama Bear.
Nice. I'll be at work, so maybe I'll come down for a little. What time's the game start? 8:00?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll come down and see if Duddy's in the upper pit. We do a little partying before I go to work.
Anyways.
But that's another one. But yeah, Mega Championships Wrestling. Who are you going to call? October 8th at LCC Fieldhouse. We'll announce more matches as they come. We'll make picks for the matches when it's closer to the event.
And your boys will be in attendance.
And we will be there in attendance. Another thing I wanted to speak on.
So we got OCW DBI coming up.
We have OCW DBI coming up.
They just wrapped up their summer tour. We're back indoors and
going
out with a banger. This is DBI 10, if I'm not
DBI
mistaken.
10, my favorite event of the year.
So
stay
tuned for more of that.
Last year I called it.
It's going to be an absolute banger.
I'm going to try to go 2 for 2 this year. Last year I called it. My boy Thunderbird hadn't won all year long.
You got
I called it. I said he was winning DBI. Jake Ely won DBI last year and then went on to win the title.
So who you picking now?
Oh, I'm going 2 for 2. And this, I mean, we can put it up as a point, but we're not rock, paper, scissors in this one because you're probably going to agree with me. And I'm not changing my pick. Lord Thomas the Brute wins DBI 10.
If anyone more deserving, it would be him.
Lord Thomas the Brute wins DBI 10 to go one-on-one with Jake Ely.
I would love that. And guess who?
And I don't know who. That'll be the hardest match I'll think I've ever have to pick for OCW.
Jake's had a phenomenal run. Right
exactly.
Now. And I'm loving it. I hope it goes on, but Lord Thomas the Brute is on a roll.
But out of those two,
I wouldn't mind seeing the straps on him. And that's no disrespect to Jake. Put the straps on Brute too.
Exactly. Dude, like to pick between those two is going to be the hardest OCW pick I've ever had to
had a thunderous reign, and I hope it keeps going. But I also wouldn't be mad if things went the other way. Whew. Man. Back to WWE before we jump over to AEW. You see, we got Logan Paul.
Oh, dude,
on
this is a money grab for sure.
It's the Saudi show.
Well, yeah, I know that. But Logan Paul, dude, if you can honestly look me in the face and tell me that you think he has any chance of beating Roman Reigns for that title,
yes,
I'll give you $1 billion because there's no way. Like, what should happen here is the same thing that happened to John Cena at SummerSlam when Brock Lesnar. Logan Paul should just get destroyed by Roman Reigns.
Logan said he is the table.
He said what?
He is the table.
He's going to get thrown through the table. Come on. Logan Paul. I mean,
hey, don't hate on it.
I'm not hating on him. Look, that was my next statement where I was just going. Shout out to him for going from where are they from? Westlake? Mm-hmm. Westlake, Ohio to the main event at WWE Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia. Like,
say what you want about the two, but his brother's done some big things. His
brother's about to fight. He's about to fight Silva, ain't it?
Spider.
Yeah. That's the one I'm worried about for real. He might get beat up.
Might.
I mean,
what are you going to do if he knocks him out?
If he knocks out Spider, oh my God, dude.
I mean, at what point do you like?
Did you see Le'Veon Bell knock out Adrian Peterson?
Rocked him.
Dude, like slept him, bro.
Went night.
Yeah.
I thought that fight was going to go to the other way.
You thought AP was going to knock him out because AP be beating kids. He can't beat nobody but kids.
Le'Veon rocked him.
Dude, yeah, he hit him with a slick left, dude, in his face. Like, it just glazed real quick. It was ridiculous.
Night.
So as I'm rolling through here, we're still talking WWE, so I want to talk about it. I want to ask you this. I'm looking here, and I got somebody posted a graphic, and it's got some Irish flags behind it, and it's a trophy case. And inside the trophy case, there's every title that WWE's ever had: tag team, United States, WWE heavyweight, big gold, old school tag team titles before they changed the color, match of the year, Slammies, King of the Ring, Money in the Bank. There's one title missing.
European?
Intercontinental.
Oh, Sheamus.
What do you think about giving Sheamus has been having some great matches lately?
Give it to him. And no disrespect to Walter, have a Walter versus Sheamus too.
Well, they are, Walter versus Sheamus too. And then, I mean, maybe Walter.
The verse got a 5-star rating from Meltzer.
Yep, that's like
Meltzer to give a WWE 5-star.
I think that's like the third match he's ever given WWE 5 stars. The third one. Cody and Seth got 5 stars at Hell in a Cell.
That was a damn good match. I don't care what anybody says. Once Cody took that jacket off and you seen that chest, you're like, bro, what are you doing out there? Like, I respect you 100%, but you don't need to be out there doing what you're doing, man.
I wonder if that's
way more than we thought he was going to do.
I wonder if that's what TJ Watt's chest look like right now.
He's not even going to be out for the whole season.
Well, no, he's 6 weeks. 6 weeks. So it's definitely probably not as bad, but this dude, can you imagine? Like, I can't even imagine tearing your pectoral muscle. Like, everything I do with my arm involves my chest. Like, I can put my arm on my chest and feel it move no matter what. Like, that's got to be rough. I can't even imagine.
Can't imagine ripping or tearing anything like that, any type of muscle.
Oh, I got a breaking news tweet from Ohio Championship Wrestling.
Okay.
Thank you to all the great fans who attended. This is on Facebook. Sorry, not a tweet. It's a post. Wouldn't have been a big success without each and every one of you. Stay tuned on OCW social media for breaking news announcements about the upcoming events for the rest of the year. So we might have some surprises. I know General Manager Glenn Lane. He's always got an ace up his sleeve. So
always.
That to me, that seems like it's an announcement of an announcement.
We need I'm a Glenn Lane guy t-shirts made. Like I'm the Paul Heyman.
I'm a Glenn Lane guy.
Okay,
I could get behind that actually. I'm still waiting on my Entourage t-shirt. So
oh, you are still waiting on it, aren't you?
Yeah, I need a Entourage t-shirt.
Only one I got is Jake Eady.
But the biggest news, speaking of Entourage, the biggest news out of Redemption was that Warhawks is back together and they are in the Entourage. When we started OCW, when you and I started going to OCW, Entourage and Warhawks were beefing.
Yeah.
Because Warhawks had the tag team titles. And now they're, so, I mean.
What a turn of events.
Nick Hahn. He's out here, got the golden ticket, apparently. He's got some solid wrestlers under his belt now.
I'm not a red drinker, bro.
Huh?
He called me a red drinker.
He did call you a red drinker. That's okay. He called me a red drinker, too.
What does that mean?
Paulie's a red drinker.
Paulie said he'll take Nick on in the ring. He didn't even say that with a straight face. I just want to see Paulie in the ring one time.
I want to see Paulie versus the Mime. Paulie versus Jean-Paul Le Miserable.
The Hammer versus the Mime.
Yep.
Oh, geez.
Do you have any predictions for DBI other than Lord Thomas the Brute? Could you see anybody else winning it?
Man.
Times like this is when we need the history, Paulie, here, so I can be like, hey, how many times has anybody ever won it? Multiple times?
Kenny Cash.
What
if Chuck wins it?
What if Asher wins it?
Ooh.
It's a sure bet.
Or Gino.
I don't, dude. It's like I said, DBI is basically, if you're not familiar with OCW, DBI 10, the main event is a over the top, I guess we'll call it a battle royal so we don't copyright infringe. It's an over the top battle royal. Last man standing gets a title shot. It's my favorite event in WWE. It's my favorite event. I love a good old Royal Rumble.
Man, the Royal Rumble.
It's the best.
If I play WWE 2K22, I play Royal Rumbles all the time.
Oh, me and Lil J used to play Royal Rumbles all the time. He beat me with Edge in the
selection.
last.
I don't care. Just pick a random one when I come in. Sometimes I'll put me in like the last three, or I'll go one and see if I can last the whole match.
Yeah.
Yeah, DBI 10 is going to be amazing. So
I can't wait. And I'm pretty sure you over there, sir, made the graphic for DBI 10 this year.
Did I?
I thought so. Or is that just concept art we're playing with?
That was a concept.
Oh, okay. Concept art we're playing with. Got it. We're going to throw it at Glenn. I bet he loves it. Everybody else loves it.
That'd be cool. It hasn't been, no one's seen it yet. So
yeah,
we'll see. But they have been sent over. Trying to think what else we got going on. Did you see the video of the White Rabbit from Jefferson Airplane?
I did, and I was going to talk about that because I forget his name, and I'm gonna look it up real quick because I don't want to butcher his name. The guy who made the mask is Kyle something.
You seen that concept picture?
I saw him with the peace sign up in the bunny mask.
Yeah, the bunny mask was dope. If we're thinking the same one, that's the guy who came up with the original one for the Fiend, but. At the same time, Karrion Kross was known as the White Rabbit in Lucha Underground.
Yes.
And Kross kind of tweeted about acknowledging it and kind of maybe killing the Bray Wyatt rumor.
Well, he did acknowledge
something.
it, but they also said that they weren't going to go with that gimmick anymore. Like they had scrapped that gimmick for Cross. Like they thought about it in WWE because that was his from the Indies, correct?
Yeah.
And they thought about it, but then they scrapped it. And then, this dude, why can't I find his name? Like it's been all over my feed all day long.
If Bray comes back, does he come back as the Fiend?
Kyle Scarborough.
Or something else.
Kyle Scarborough, who designed Bray Wyatt's Fiend mask, tweeted this photo here, and I'll put the photo up here in front of my camera.
Look, bring it closer to you. There you go.
Let's go that way. Bam. Like that creepy ass bunny mask. It's got like weird teeth. It kind of looks like it's got like some Kratos red above the eyes and below the eyes. But I guess during a commercial break, which is something us watching on TV wouldn't have seen, they played a snippet, the vocal track for Jefferson Airplane's White Rabbit. It was only done for the live crowd in attendance, but obviously, this report I'm reading says WWE obviously did this to gain social media buzz. The company also played the vocal track at a live event on Saturday during the show's intermission.
I really hope Bray returns at some point. I want him to come back as.
I want the Fiend.
What would you do if it shut off and then Firefly Funhouse just came up? That place would go nuts too.
Exactly. But look,
what do you think would have a better pop? Firefly Funhouse, lights go out and Firefly starts up on the screen, or the red light, the blinking of lights, and then
the Fiend comes,
shows up from the ring or something.
Probably the Fiend. Probably the Fiend. If
I love the Fiend.
If it was like, especially if he goes after like Roman.
I almost got a Fiend tattoo.
Especially like I'm saying, especially if he goes after like Roman and he shows up like Roman's out there cutting a bloodline promo and then blood falls on him. And then the red lights come out and the Fiend mask goes up and pops on the Titantron.
Or just Roman out there spitting with the bloodline behind him. Lights go out. Fiend standing right behind him.
Everybody just standing there.
And just in shock.
And then, what would even be
Roman with his sister Abigail.
What will be the first time? The first time, like you just said, have him show up, have the lights pop off, have him show up, have the Usos and everybody turn around, see him, like freak out, lights go down again, he's gone. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe pop up the next time. That way you could do a little mind games. Pop up, Sister Abigail, Sammy
during a Judgment Day thing and joins them.
That would be crazy.
The Fiend in some purple.
Now let me ask you a question though, because obviously we've been Bray Wyatt fans for a while. I love that guy. What if the Eater of Worlds came back?
I would be happy with that too.
I loved the Wyatt family.
As long as
I know you're not going to get Eric Redbeard.
We know we ain't getting Husky Harris back.
Yeah, you're not getting Husky Harris, but any of the other Bray Wyatt personalities, I'd take.
Yeah, give me Eater of Worlds, Wyatt family, Bray Wyatt, or the Fiend.
Like, do you remember when he had the little girl singing at John Cena? Creepy. That was the creepiest shit ever.
If anyone, no one can make that gimmick work. They tried that in the mid-90s.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
No.
Bray is so creative and great at what he does. He may not be the best in-ring performer.
Exactly.
He doesn't have a great moveset. I'll be the first to admit that. But
Sister Abigail's fire, though.
Yeah, I love that. But and the creepy walking backwards. But anyways, his creativeness and his greatness at that level is untouchable. He could easily be the next Undertaker if they just did it right.
Oh yeah, I'd give Bray Wyatt a title immediately.
You need that.
I mean, at this point,
there's something like the Undertaker, the presence he left on that for so many years.
Exactly, and it was that shitty last match. It was that shitty last match that I guarantee you Vince had 100% to do with.
You know what I'm saying? Like, since Undertaker retired, there's like a void there. There's no.
You need a creepy guy.
You need it. Judgment Day is cool. They're doing their thing. They're not creepy.
Yeah, exactly.
But they're probably the closest thing we got right now. Now to think about it.
I'm gonna segue that. This is a great segue here on the creepy. What's AEW gonna do with a House of Black now that Senor Black is not a member of AEW.
He asked for his release. I think he was granted it.
I read today that he was interested in going back to WWE before he even asked for his release.
Yeah. And I think a lot of it has to do with his wife and stuff that's been going on. He's been
That's
dealing
true.
with stuff
Zelina's
the
still
ring.
there.
I guess he lost a really close friend to suicide. With Suicide Awareness Month too.
Yes, he is. He did say he's taking some time off, so he won't be back anytime soon. But definitely get your head right.
Yeah, get your head right. That's the most important thing. Make sure you and your family are good. I'm sure them being in different promotions didn't help. They probably spent some time away from each other, and I'm sure that caused a strain in a relationship.
Yeah, everybody needs a little time away every once in a while.
Yeah, do it 100%. Take as much time as you need. I mean, you're a great performer, but you're an awesome man too, though. So
exactly,
family comes first. Yourself comes first. Your true fans. Some people probably not like it, but your true fans, some people who appreciate what you do, will be here when you return. And if you don't, still you still had an amazing career. I know you dealt with some injuries. It is what it is, man. But take care of yourself and your family for sure. I wouldn't be mad if Aleister Black came back.
What do they do?
Entrance in that theme song.
But what do they do with the House of Black now? You got, what is it, Buddy Matthews? Or is it Buddy Matthews? It's Buddy Murphy.
It's Buddy Matthews or Buddy Murphy. No,
it's Buddy Matthews. I couldn't remember if that was his AEW name, but I know that it's Buddy Murphy from WWE. That whatever Buddy Matthews, I believe that's it. And Brody King,
who's a monster,
and Julia Hart.
They need somebody. What if they do it?
I was just about to say, what if they fold them in with the Dark Order?
Ooh. What if
I'm seeing it on in my head right now. I'm trying to contemplate a way on how we could how they could have Evil Uno go back. What happened to your boss? Where's your leader?
What if them and Death Triangle kind of join forces and start a
Death Triangle's holding gold right now, brother.
They're so good as a tag team, but I really believe that Best Friends should have won that.
I agree.
Give it to them, have a rematch, and then have them drop it. But
and that's because we both said that we didn't think Death Triangle was going to win because Pac has the All Atlantic Championship. It kind of puts it hard when you put a singles title on a tag team titles on the same wrestler because you can't defend those titles at the same show.
Can't. I mean, Adam Cole did it.
I love Pac. I will always love Pac, though.
I do too. Remember when Adam Cole had to do the tag team match?
Yeah.
They had to come back out and defend the NXT championship?
Yeah. What if Braun Strowman teams up with Nicholas again?
Wonder how big Nicholas is now.
He's a 16-year-old kid now.
Is he? He's probably like Kyler, just huge. He's tall as shit.
I know. I'm really proud of your son lately, too, by the way. I'm going to go ahead and drop that out there. He's a good big brother, man. He's posting pictures, loving on his little brother and stuff on his Facebook. He's a good big brother. I'm proud of him. You're doing a good job over there, Dad.
I've heard. He's proud of you, buddy. I love you.
What else we got wrestling wise?
CM Punk's a piece of shit.
Still. And it makes, dude, it's why do I choose these wrestlers that are just pieces of shit? I love the Ultimate Warrior. I will always love the Ultimate Warrior as a wrestling persona. He wasn't a good wrestler, but the persona, the warrior, you can't keep me down, that mentality I love. But then I watched Dark Side of the Ring and Ultimate Warrior's a piece of shit. He was an asshole. And I'm like, God dang it. And then here I am over here and you see my name right there. It's the best in the world, baby. CM Punk's out here punching people and throwing chairs and
apparently he's a racist too.
Oh my God, what a jerk. I don't get it.
There's news coming out that there's an Indian wrestler who's Indian descent.
It is what
she had an experience with him.
It's whatever. I'm the best in the world now. I'm taking over the moniker.
There you go. I'm trying to think. I don't really. We don't really
have that much else. No. We do have Raw tonight, so I'll be watching Raw tonight. I'm gonna get caught up on my stuff. I've been, I moved, like I told you, I moved back to third shift, and Zoe doing softball, and she's doing fall ball now. We're playing double headers on Tuesday nights. Trying to be the best. I'm trying to be the best dad I can be out here.
You're doing a great job, brother.
Maintaining all my work and extracurricular activities. So
doing good.
It is what it is. But yeah, Raw's tonight. We will get caught up and we'll be back with you guys next week.
Yeah. Like I said, stay tuned to OCW for some big announcements. We got Megan coming up. Shout out to Atticus Kogar, the new Circle 6 champion.
Circle 6?
The first ever champion.
And I want to drop this out to you because I don't know if you saw it either real quick. Speaking on Circle 6, our boy Ashton Day is looking for a suggestion for the name of his 619 leg drop.
I know.
I've been thinking. So if you're out there and you're listening, think about it. If you got anything, give us a call. I'm going to ask Paulie about it too because Paulie's real good at naming moves.
Falling Star.
So, all right, we'll be back with you next week with another episode of the Piledriver.
Be thinking of names for this man's move.
Exactly. Now you're going to be thinking about it for a while.
I'm about to tweet him out.
So,
yeah, follow us on the socials. Shout out to BelieveInMediaLLC.com. Go out there, check out everything. We got plenty of articles, a little bit of everything for everybody. We got some hockey articles for the Blue Jackets, Monsters, Cavs. We got all things Cavaliers. Got Brown and Orange Weekly for the Browns, which I'm the co-host as well. We got Guardians. Cleveland's playing some great stuff right now. So stay tuned. Shout out to our sponsors. Follow us all on our social medias. Like, share, rate us. We'll see you guys next weekend.
See you guys next week.